welcome to a video about the KC6 project. In this project, we will be collecting and analyzing data. The point of it is to collect data about something that you're interested in and present it to the class. So, pre-data collection. This is going to be, I believe, questions 1 through 6. Let's double check. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, 1 through 6. This is going to be important to do on GoFormative. You're going to have to do all of it on GoFormative as the rest of it too, but this is especially important because that is where I can catch your mistakes the fastest, right? So here is what I need to see from you. Number 1 is the question. What are you interested in asking? We need something that gives us a numerical answer and also school appropriate. Here's some good examples of questions. Notice how they all start with how many. How many hours? How many days? How many times? How many? Many gives us a number back. So, good question. Bad question is asking about favorites, if someone likes something, or yes or no things. Those aren't going to provide the type of data we're interested in looking at. Next is our population. Who do we want this information from? Who is the target population? Make sure that the population is big enough for at least 25 responses. Let's say you get 27 responses. Use all 27. Maybe you get 38. Use 38. We just need 25. That's our minimum. I have some example populations listed, but any other population is fine. Just make sure to run it by me so that I can check it and make sure it makes sense. Next, after you decide on your population, we want to choose our sampling method. So 3 says, describe how you will collect the answer to your survey question. Now, we are remote, so here are some ideas. You could, run a poll on your Instagram stories. You could have people answer you on Snapchat, maybe just a text message. Maybe it's an email. Maybe you make a Google form. So there's lots of options. Again, run it by me so I can make sure that it's a viable one. Then I'd like you to think about the sampling method that you used. What kind was it? Was it random, systematic, convenient, self-selected? Was it a combo? Let me know what it is. And if you have a hard time figuring out what you are using, please pull up the vocab list that we used before and take a look at those definitions. And of course, if you're still struggling, reach out. Then we need to think about bias. Will your sampling method result in a sample that accurately represents all of our chosen population? And in number 6, I want to know what potential bias does your sampling method have or create? So really dissect your sampling method. Okay, after you've answered questions 1 through 6, this is where you are good to go to collect your data. Make sure you record it somewhere safe. I think one of the safest things that saved my booty many times is putting it on like a Google Drive or a Google Docs, whatever Google thing there is, because I know it exists online, and if my computer crashes, well, all my info is still online. So you can use any of the Teams or Microsoft products for that as well. So just be careful. You might, maybe screenshots are how you collect it. Maybe you write it down on a piece of paper. Just be careful, don't lose it. All right, once you've collected all your data, it's going to be time to analyze. You're going to determine 4 things for me. You're going to determine the mean and the median, the range, and the standard deviation. Then you're going to use some of these, like for number 8, based off of your mean, standard deviation, and sample size. I'd like to know the 95% margin of error for your data. Once you find that margin of error, you're going to use it to find the 95% confidence interval for your data. Once you do that, I want you to explain it in like an English sentence, not just, mathematical numbers, and a sentence that has to do with your population and your question, your survey. What does this interval from number 9, what does it mean about your true mean, so the true average of our population within the context of the question? So that's going to be a thinking one. Once you've done all that, this is when you're going to think about your presentation. Oh no, there it is. Now that you have all your data from your survey and the data analysis results, you must prepare a presentation to present your findings. You must include all of the information from your pre-work, a table of your data. Let me know if you need help making that. A histogram of your data. I will provide a great link for you to use that in the comments, or not the comments, in the description of this video, and I'll present it to you on Teams as well. And of course, your data analysis. Also, include in your presentation responses to reflect these responses to the reflection questions. I was going to say to reflect the reflection questions, which makes no sense. So here they are. What conclusions are you able to draw from your data analysis? What challenges came up as you were collecting your data? And based on the histogram that you're going to create, is your data normally distributed? Explain how you know. I recommend looking at that definition of a normal distribution from our notes and seeing if your data matches it. You can create this on whatever platform you're comfortable with. Make it a PowerPoint, a Google slide, Word document, whatever floats your boat. As long as you can turn it in and I can grade it, I am a happy teacher. Attached to this file is also your rubric, right? Nothing crazy. It's out of total points. And yeah, this is attached to your Teams assignment. Yeah, that's really it. If you have any questions for me about this, let me know. I will answer them to the best of my abilities. I am so excited to see what you collect and analyze. I love these kind of projects. Kind of half wish I was the student doing it, but, sometimes you just gotta be the teacher. All right. Have a good rest of whatever time of the day it is for you. Hit me up with questions. Bye.